Good evening, guys. Just me again. Just dropped on to tell you really where we are with the channel. Okay. Hopefully, I won't keep you too long because there's not really that much. Well, there is a lot, but it's on my side of the fence. So, um, nothing's really changed in the what the channel is now going to be reacting to. Uh, um, it, I've always reacted to these guys. You will get more of it. Okay, so your home free, your voice play, um, the the safe list. Okay, uh, um, I just a minute ago, I was just under the bonnet of YouTube, seeing right what needs to go, what can stay. I've done a huge search on the internet. Um, just safeguarding myself, really. Um, and all I've ever wanted to do is share music. I've never wanted any financial gain. I, I've just wanted to share music in my own unusual autistic way with a bit of humor, and it's getting to the point now where it's not getting to the point. It may get to the point where I all the fun's been sucked out of it because I'm just stressed. I'm just thinking, right, if this goes through, it's like having it's like having the channel's head in a block. You know what I mean? And just one day, the guillotine may just fall. That's not what I signed up to YouTube for. I don't think anyone would like that kind of stress. Really, it's got a whole lot worse. That's for sure. So, I don't want to do it, but please don't think I'm overreacting. Um, but to safeguard myself and my channel, a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean more than half of the reacting and analyzing content on the channel will be going this week. I've reacted to labels that I've since learnt today the axe could fall at any point. Um, and it's too much of a risk. Okay, now as I said last night, I've not got any copyright strikes on the channel, but even with one copyright strike, there are penalties. You know, I don't know what they are. I've not looked into them, but they are there. So I feel as though I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. You know what I mean in terms of what I can react to, the music that I want to react to, and pleasing you guys. Because let's just face it, right? You know, there are certain genres, there are certain groups, singers that you guys are here for, and I completely understand that. You know, um, it came to a head like last night because last night I pretty much thought, right, what's staying, what's going in terms of you know the umbrella, the labels. Okay, what can I keep? And really, none of them. As I said, you know, I've been under YouTube, and already without my knowledge, there have been reactions that went through. You know, I mean, I didn't think anything more of it. You know, boom, but have now since been blocked. So you know, a playlist showing 2 videos, okay, only shows 1. Okay, and I wasn't aware of it. I wasn't sent any notification. You know, it's just you know, it appears as though I've got a couple of reactions in that playlist. I haven't, you know, got one. And if this is the new way of things, you know, uh, um, I just it's sucking all the fun out of what we do. You know, constantly fighting, constantly like you know that this is fair use. That this is not me trying to in any way like rob you. uh, um, and it does have a adverse effect on the whole process of filming, sitting down and filming, and really getting into the enjoyment and experience of music. Because at the back of your mind, you're thinking, right, is this going to go through? Is it going to have a claim on it? If the second is true, some videos are blocked complete. Okay, so you've just wasted how many hours, filming, editing combined. Okay, because it won't be seen by anyone. So you've just wasted that time. If it is allowed, there are occasions when it's limited. So certain countries won't see it. And then you have to explain that. Because some people are very angry. Well, why can't I see it? And my friend Joe Blogs has seen your reaction too, and then you have to go down. It's licensing, it's copyright. I don't have any control. So it's not just a case of arriving in your little YouTube space and reacting. And I've noticed this for the past more than 6 months. I would say that the fun has definitely it's deflated a bit because you're always on edge. You always worry. I suppose it's a bit like having that baby and always worrying for that for that baby. So what I'm trying to say, I'm not going anywhere, unless I get 3 strikes, and then yeah, bye bye tenner. Um, but what I am trying to say is I've tried to meet them halfway. They're not interested. You know, um, and really, I've not got the strength to keep on. Like these are big. These are the big boys. You know, and I'm saying nice things. It's not like I'm going on and ripping these artists to shreds. I've just I've just reached a point where I really kind of there's some stuff going on in my private life, personal life that you know, and to have all this on top of that, it's like not that I don't look forward to reacting. I do, but they are making it harder to like because it's the constant threat as well. It's almost like we've allowed it to go through, but we could one day change our minds. And it's I put so much work in as well that it's not just like a 5 minute reaction analyze. I'm cautious about what I want to say. It might not appear like I think about things, but I do. And the fact that you know there's that threat of you know and I would rather just get rid of the threats on the channel and know that the people that I'm reacting to are cool with people like me. Okay. I really don't know who my headspace is really like you know that heavy heavy feeling that you have and you can't allow anything in because you've not got the space anymore. That's like so you will slowly see um all the major mainstream I would probably say labels see I don't even know what I'm saying anymore artists um just disappear. Okay, because I've read an article that details, you know, and I've reacted to these labels unknowing. I didn't know. You don't, do you? You just react because you like a piece of music or it's been suggested. So yeah, I'm sorry to bring your Monday down. It wasn't my intention. Um, but what I really am pleased to say about this channel is the transparency. You know, and I've never tried. If anything, I've been too cautious. I think. You know, uh, um, I've just wanted to share music. You know, but where we are right now is yeah, I've got something to say, so I'm saying it. Um, where we are now, and it's very murky. No one really knows. You know, I don't think there is a 110% safe label, but saying that some are more safer than others. Um, I feel really rotten because, I get messages, all the time, really. When is the mash coming back? Um, why have you not reacted to? And they give me the link. I check it out, and I always look down at the license. Some videos have them, some not. But those that do, I always click on the licensing, and there's no point me even filming, because it'll get blocked on site. and I feel awful because I want to have the experience. You guys are wanting me to have that experience, but I just can't. Um, so let's lift this conversation up a bit. Well, just before we lift it up, let me tell you what's going. All the major labels. Okay, now I don't know how other vocal coaches and musicians get around that because I've seen, quite a few. Their playlists are like, okay, so they may not be as worried as me. I'm just trying to safeguard my place on the tubes. Uh, um, but but what is apparent is it's enough to like. I mean, I am upset because all these reactions and analyzing videos, I've put so much of myself in, you know, and to tear them down off the channel and remove them just because of a label that could potentially send me a copyright strike or not. No one knows. That's the thing. That's the most frustrating thing about this. A reaction could sit on my channel for 15 years and not get it be safe. But it could sit on the channel for 15 years and one day wake up, open up my Gmail, boom. Um, so we need a new system. We really do. Because what these labels fail to grasp is this is the new music journalism. Okay, I would rather sit in front of a reactor and get the same that a written article would. I I wouldn't do the article thing, because it's just words. It's not emotion. It's not giving me the core musical experience. You know what I mean? So I freely admit that I'm not savvy with copyright. I know enough to. Well, I thought I knew enough. And so if you know more than me, or a person that knows more than me, because there are some reactors that know a heck of a lot. And here's me like, you know, but that's where we are now. Okay. Um, I don't know what label to trust. Well, not do I mean trust? I don't know, but it's become a headache. It really has. Um, so, uh, um, I will repeat what I said yesterday, and that is the channel is going back to what a lot of you subscribed at the first place. I'm really gonna miss the variety. That's the only thing. I'm gonna miss it. You know, um, but I just can't take that risk. Not after I've worked so hard. You know, um, I'm gonna talk to a few of my vocal coach friends. Um, but you know, it's a catch 220 the 22, isn't it? Because I know full well I wouldn't have the fan base that I have without the reaction. The reaction kind of catapulted me into everyone's conscious, you know. And I know full well what people would not sign up to the idea of original content from me. I'm not stupid. I know that. You know, I know that the channel is bigger than me. And I'm not just saying that to, oh, Paul Nathan, or poor, I'm not saying that. I'm just giving you like our facts, you know. So on my second channel, it isn't where it should be. I can't monetize that. So I'm really stuck, really. Uh, um, sounds like that sounds awful, doesn't it? But I'm really struggling here. You know, um, I want to deliver what you guys clearly want to see and hear. I can't. It's like a constant headache, you know. And some of the tactics that these labels are using is disgusting. They should be ashamed of themselves. But you know, uh, um, we'll see how we rock and roll. I mean, there are at least 3 labels that definitely need to go because it's a high threat, a high risk. Warner, UMG, I think. Anything Sony owned, which practically is, you know, because they are quite hot on the strike. I've been told the strikes. So you know, and let's not forget, you know, YouTube will always side with these labels. You know, so even if you detail it, this is fair use, it's educational, this is why. is educational, um, and it sucks really. So pretty much 3 years of my life on YouTube is now going to be deleted. So um, I would suggest, if you've got a few favorite reactions here on the channel, that you watch them again, or you kind of download them if you I'm not like you know, but I'm just saying they will be gone by the end of this week. Okay, I'm so terribly sorry to do this. Those labels that are staying are those labels that kind of want people like me. You know, I'm not saying for 1 second, because I really don't know. This is the direction where we're going, because of course, if I don't bring you big names, it's going to hurt my fan base. And again, I'm being honest. You know, I'm trying so much, guys, to today I spent the best part of a couple of hours thinking, right, what if I do bite size, not reactions, but analyzing, where, right, this is what's happening. Would they have a problem with that? You know, so I am trying. Believe me, I'm trying so hard. But I just don't want to wake up one day with a DC, whatever it's called, a takedown, desist, and whatever notice. So I'm trying to minimize that. Okay. I know that there's some lovely comments in the section there. I'm not I'm not at the right place tonight to read that. I'll you know, probably tomorrow I'll check out those comments. But really, I'm not in the right headspace. You know, so I don't know what else to say, so I won't say anything more. And I'm bound to get comments like, well, you knew what you were signing up for. Are you going to say the same to every other single reactor creator? We are sharing good times. We are sharing music. Music is healing. You know, it's, I mean, and just a word of warning, if you're thinking about doing reactions, I mean, just for God's sake, tread carefully. I'm not trying to put you off or anything. I wouldn't, but just know what you're getting into. Okay. And don't react to any eagles. I'm not even joking. You will get a takedown notice. So if you ever reaction to, Hotel California and you can't find a single reaction. This is why. I wish this video could be more positive, but you know, I'm just going to react to what I can without hurting the channel too much. I know you guys are with me, you know, and for the past 3 years, we've built up a rapport, you know, a weird gothic person on the internet that you know you've warmed to, and I've warmed to a lot of you. I'm not going. I need to because people generally think I'm going. This is my swan song. It isn't. I'm just trying to make sure I don't go, if you know what I mean. Okay, share your thoughts in the comments section like you always do, and I will see you very soon. Bank and Bosh.